Hey, good evening, everybody. This is the drawing for waffle number 920 and 938. Number 920 is for a Magnum Research Gold Titanium Tiger Stripe Desert Eagle Mark 19 chambered in 50 AE. This one had 150 entries on it, kind of stalled out around 98, so the remaining 52 entries were turned into a buck waffle, and that's what you see here. If you're not familiar with how the buck waffle works, when something stalls out, I take the remaining entries on that waffle, turn it into a buck waffle, basically allowing you to get as many entries as you want for $1 a piece. And I raffle off each individual ticket to that item off one by one. So in this case, there was 52 spots left on the Desert Eagle that stalled out. We turn it into a buck waffle. We collected 1,799 entries. So a little bit more than what we needed. So after we spin 52 times for this, and one by one we drop your names into the original waffle here, we will spin 4 times, and 4 of you will walk away with a $100 waffle credit to any future or current waffle. So, and then once we have all 52 in here, that'll equal 150 entries, and then we'll spin for the actual Desert Eagle itself. But before I do that, I'm going to jump over to 938. This was for the second of two Springfield Armory Kunas. This is 90 entries on 938, and this is everyone that got in on that Springfield Armory Kuna. All right, I'm going to go ahead and spin for this one first so we can get this out of the way. For those of you waiting on the Kuna, you don't have to wait on the buck waffle here. But all shuffled up, and let's see who's taking home waffle number 938. Jacob Humston, congrats, man. That's going off to you. Hey, I think this might be your first time winning, man. So that's awesome. Congratulations. All right, off to the buck waffle here. So real quick, I'm going to show you the 98 out of 150 regular priced entries here. This is for the Magnum Research Gold Titanium Tiger Stripe Desert Eagle Mark 19, chambered in 50 AE. So there were 80 of you guys that got regular entries, and the other 52 spots were turned into a buck waffle. So one by one, I'm going to go ahead and actually, hold on, let me sort this real quick and show you everybody that got in on the buck waffle. Bear with me here. I am going to click through this. I do it every time. I'm going to show you everyone that got in on the buck waffle, so that way you know all your entries counted. And once again, we collected 1,799 entries. So like I said, bear with me here. I'm going to click through this real quick. All right, we're about halfway through the buck waffle. I apologize for the wait. I am running through this to show everybody, everyone that got in on the buck waffle. There was 1,799 buck waffle entries. It's a little bit more than what we needed. So at the end of the 52 drawings from the buck waffle here, we're going to be spinning 4 times, and 4 of you are going to get a $100 credit to any future or current waffle. So stay tuned for that at the end. All right, and that is everyone that got in on the buck waffle. 1,799 names. We'll go ahead and shuffle this up and start picking names from the buck waffle, dropping it into the waffle for number 920 itself. Gonna spin this buck waffle 52 times, pull 52 names, drop them into 920. And once 920 is closed, we will spin for that Magnum Research Desert Eagle, chambered in 50 AE. All right, 10 more names. Five more names. Three more names. All right, last name, and then we will go ahead and pick four winners off the Buck Waffle to each get a $100 credit to any current or future waffle. That's because we collected a little bit more than what was needed to close out that Desert Eagle. So I'll show you that 920 is closed now. We got 150 entries. So Buck Waffle here, we're going to spin 4 times. And we're going to pick 4 of you guys to get each of you will win a $100 credit to any current or future waffle. You can only win once, so if you whoever wins, got to delete your name from the wheel. Congrats, Will. Awesome, man. Getting a $100 credit to any current or future waffle. I'm going to remove you off the wheel. Hold on, let me just make sure that did it. Stand by. Yep, okay, cool. All right, go ahead and shuffle this up again. Second person getting a $100 credit to any current or future waffle. Trevor Boone, congrats, man. All right, coming off the board here. All right, shuffle it up again. Third person getting a $100 credit. Scott Ragsdale, congrats to you. Coming off the board here. And the last name. Last person getting a $100 credit to any current or future waffle. And then we'll spin for the Desert Eagle. All right, Chad Kennedy, congrats. All right, jumping over to 920. That was it for the Buck Waffle. I'm going to sort this here. I'm going to show you everyone that got in on waffle number 920. This is for the Magnum Research Desert Eagle, chambered in 50 AE. There was 150 entries. And this is everyone that got in on waffle number 920. All right, and with that, we will go ahead and shuffle this up and see who's taking home that gold Tiger Stripe Desert Eagle. Billy Jerome, congrats, man. Big time winner. Going off to you. All right, everyone. That is it for the waffles for tonight. There's some waffles that are live today at 11. I dropped a Marlin 1895 Trapper model that is chambered in 4570 Government. That's a 4570 Government lever action rifle. There's about half the spots left in that, so check that out. All right, everyone. Have a good rest of the night. Stay safe, stay dangerous, and we'll talk to you soon.